Oh, whoa.
You have access.
Oh, fuck, yeah. True. Let's see if it wants to pop up. Hell yes. Okay. It's getting. I think everything works. Hello? Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Hiya. Oh yeah, it should be It should be up again. Okay. Let me do the announcement. Should I do add everyone or? Probably should, right? And add everyone. Joey.
What's up? No, don't add everyone. Just put it in there.
Or add here. Add here.
Just put it in there. You don't want to flood everyone with messages. It's not that big of a deal. Many people don't care. Most people don't care.
The people who care are probably the people who will check the channel anyways. You know what I mean?
Ah, yeah. There you go. I love this keyboard sound as well. Let's see if this works actually. Come on. Oh, it's still uploading. Oh. Give me a second. Oh my god, I am a dum-dum. Did I not spell weather? Here we go. Hello, everyone. Yeah. There you go. Should be able to log in now? Yeah, okay. Oh, yes, please. It's so slow. Why is it so slow? There you go, okay. What's it called? I don't know. Oh my god, it's like... Okay, let me upload the resource back. Yeah, let me see the usage of. So Epic. I think it's a name. Okay, I think it's a name. Kehesis? I don't know what that means, sorry. I do not speak Spanish. Do you speak Spanish, Jerry?
I do not.
Oh, me neither. Okay, let me do it on a drive. Maybe a drive works. Right? Drive should work. New folder. Let me put it in here actually. I am currently installing a resource pack for the server, and hopefully it works. And if not, I'm gonna try. Shader packs. Not shader packs. I want to go to saves. I want to go over to islet map, and then drop the resources at PNG in there. I'm doing great, actually. Joey is explaining people how ray tracing works.
No, I'm not explaining with people. I'm actually talking with someone about a novel ray tracing method.
Nobody.
So it's something that I just kind of came up with.
You?
Yeah, or well, us. Sorry.
Thank you.
Like as far like I have the implementation in mind.
I just had that.
So like, yeah, like I know how to implement this. It's just I'm talking with people because I want to see if anyone else has tried to do it, and if they did, what kind of issues they ran into.
Uh-huh. It should be. Okay. Add pack. No.
As far as use a queue to handle each depth of raise, so it would boil entirely down to cache and memory. I sent this picture and they were like, oh! I mean, like, yeah, that's just scatter and gathering. So this is a scatter and gather. But typically a scatter and gather in its implementation is done in world space. So that way, I don't know if you're looking, can you see my screen right now? So that way this intersection here would also be saved, but this intersection here is considered off screen in this case, just barely. So we're not saving this. We're only saving the intersections that are on the screen. So it shouldn't kill memory nearly as much as it would have otherwise, because connecting rays is pain.
I see. My ears. Oh wait, Joey, you're screaming too. When it's ready, then it will be for free. That's
What? Did you say 2.1 or RT?
2.1.
Oh yeah, it'll be free when it's ready.
It's ready.
When it's done. I mean, we're not even in beta yet. Honestly, you could probably bring us into beta here pretty soon. If you get weather and everything else, you could definitely bring it into beta.
Puddles. Oh, hurrying puddles would be so nice. Oh my god.
I mean, that's not a feature completion thing. Like, we can add that. That's okay.
Got a few mess up chunks. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. Oh. It does. I think I just did. Oh, fuck.
You might need to reload the map because it might get angry.
There are.
But isn't it interesting using looking at all the blocks that are used to create the trees? Like, they're just random ass blocks. Also, there's a lot of barriers that you can't see in there.
No, but also, yeah, there's a little bit of
Well, that's
a
interesting.
little bit of how'd you call it? A little bit of a problem. Corrupted chunks. They're great. Yeah, I mean, it's. Can we wait? Can we swap? No, we cannot swap. Okay. I don't have PayPal, no credit card. The Zoomer lifestyle. I mean, not really. I got a micro PayPal when I was 17, but then it got blocked, so I made another PayPal. So, let me fix this. Wait.
Yeah, you can't have PayPal as a minor. They get angry.
Yeah, no, my thing got taken down, so that's why I had to make another one when I wasn't a minor.
It's okay, same.
It's so bad. Did you know that you can just use...
Hey, it's prompting me to download the resource pack. I clicked yes, and it's downloading, and nothing's loading.
Really?
Oh, and oh, that did not work.
Yeah, no. Oh, I'm 14. That makes
Yeah, that did not work.
No, that's not gonna work. Let me because it's wait.
Does that mod not support custom mod? Oh, is it because we're in RT right now?
That too. Let me see. WRP.
I don't think it's passing the models. Is there anything that's not a model that's just a texture?
Wait,
like
no.
gravel.
I need
Gravel's
to,
not a model,
I need to do something.
Is there anything that is actually successfully retextured?
No. Wait, I'm not even. Wait, hold up.
Yeah, no, there's nothing in here that actually got a texture even.
I need to assign it first.
Oh, there was no texture pack?
No, I need to assign it first.
Oh.
Because it's world specific.
What is this? Oh, it's a coral thing. And then also a lot of the... You might also need to set up some of the world game rules. I don't think they had ticking on.
No. We don't.
I think they turned off game ticks.
We need to... Let's just take that off.
Also, you know what's crazy? I think, are the birds not a part of the game? Or do you just have entities turned off?
I don't know. I'm first seeing whether I can commands during. Okay. Oh wait. Pack. Let's see. Send me for free on Discord. No. Gibblink? Hawks, what are you talking about? why have you stopped the tutorials? Joey, someone asks you have you stopped the tutorials?
Because they're a pain in the ass to make. And honestly, at the time that I was making them, I don't believe that I was actually educated enough to be teaching other people. I'm kind of getting closer to that now, and I might revisit it in the future. But as far as the nearby future comes, I just don't have the time to. You know, I have to run the business. I have to develop RT. I have to make sure that everyone's doing what they're supposed to be doing. I have to oversee, you know, the website development and all of that other stuff. I just really don't have the time. You know, I work 6 days a week, anywhere between 8 to 12 hours typically a day. So yeah, I really don't have the time. Sorry.
Why doesn't it work? Remove. I'm trying to assign it.
No, I didn't hear anything like that.
Actually, do I have a Dropbox? I think I do. Well, the thing is, if you have a PayPal account, you're gonna get screwed over if you're gonna becoming 18 and they're gonna ask you, hey, what did you do? When would you make did you make this account and stuff like that? So you reload actually. Joey.
1 second,
So-
writing message. Can't hear you. Like, I'm just focused on what I'm typing. Just give me 1 second. I can't multitask well whenever I'm doing this.
Figuring stuff out here. Oh, that's why.
Everything's set up in the context. Set up for the context sense, you know.
Let me fix something. Okay. Ah. I cannot get it. Wait. Continuum excuse me. GLSL. Yeah, no, we're not doing I mean, currently not. So,
Wait, what's going on? Sorry, I'm back now.
currently no tutorials.
Yeah, no, no time. No time at all, and honestly, I wouldn't even follow the old tutorials. They're bad.
Yeah.
And honestly, after going back, they really don't teach you much about OpenGL or shading languages themselves. And honestly, because of the concepts being as abstract as they are, it requires a lot of compounded knowledge to actually render anything. I would honestly recommend going through and just learning OpenGL first and get something working there, just to kind of get an understanding of how the graphics card works in general. And then it would be a little bit of an easier transition to just figure out what the shaders mod gives you in terms of uniforms and buffers and all that kind of stuff. And then you just kind of have to work within their subset. That being said, we're also making Continuum pretty highly moddable via the user lib folder. If you want to change anything related to the color, the clouds, all that kind of stuff, we have override functions where you'll be able to change pretty much the way that everything looks, just using all of our pre-built functions in the beginning. That might be a fairly reasonable introduction into the language itself in a very simplified environment with kind of everything already set up for you, but I don't know.
Pretty much.
God, I keep leaving the server trying to get to the other world. /mvtp. No, /mvtp. TP.
I'm currently figuring out the because I think I know what the problem is. I need a host provider that lets me get the direct link, so like a .zip at the end. I think files.fm also works for that, so. Okay, here we go. This doesn't work. Actually, Unreal Engine is a pretty good start to get rough feelings for how the math behind a shader works thanks to the no-cell material editor. Yeah, I guess. Since the syntax interest is pretty straightforward then. Go file. Oh, here. Should work. Upload. Could I send someone of you a pay safe code for the shader? What? Could I send someone of you a pay safe card code for the shader? What do you mean? We cannot buy it for you, that's the problem. It's not gonna work. You have to buy it yourself because it's linked to your account only. And what's the current payment method again? Is it like credit card and PayPal?
Mm-hmm.
What about debit?
Credit, debit, they're ran as you can run debit as credit, so it's the same thing.
Oh, here you go. That's the one I need. WRP pack island map URL. What's the resource box format again? Let me reload. See if it works. Oh. Oh, Joey. It's doing something.
Hi.
It's doing something. Yeah, you can wait till it's free at workday. Not that it's anytime soon right now, but no linear resource pack making request 100%. Is it not working? It literally doesn't like. Let's try again. I hope you can get it soon. Let me regenerate the hash over here actually. Or back oh here there you go, that should work. In German, not knowing English is very well sucks. Yeah, I'm not German, but I am Dutch, so I live right next to you. Pretty much. Come on! It's not doing it. Should just work, right? All Dutchies unite. Hell yeah. You know what? Come on, why? I cannot make a request? Immer dieser fliegende Holländer Kappa. Wait, oh. doesn't work. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Hack. That's a map URL. URL. There we go. Doesn't like me that much. Why? I don't think it likes to. Yeah, Joey, you're everybody's saying it's a clickety clack stream. Clickety click click. Keyboard.modded, Jesus Christ. Every typing intensifies. Sure is. Oh no. Okay. Roblox interface, okay. Okay. I gave up, Joey.
Or
Resource back. and I deleted the world. Doesn't work.
Why'd you give up?
Because it doesn't work. It doesn't want me to. It doesn't like to request the server at all. So.
Because it downloaded something.
No,
it just didn't
it
download.
It downloaded the default resource pack.
Yeah. So.
It's all, but
it's
not working. It literally isn't working.
But why? Like, what did you What did you try?
I had to, basically. You have to upload a file to whatever.
Yeah.
Then you have to get the direct link of that file. Okay. I did it all. It just kept saying making requests, and it stayed on 100 and didn't do anything else.
Okay. Are you sure that you had the direct link to it?
Yeah.
Like, what file host did you upload it to? Does it allow direct linking to files?
Yeah. It does. Yeah, I broke it. So, I'm gonna do that later on. I'm just gonna work on this instead. Okay, here, let's, make sure we don't have RT code on here. Okay, so, hello Frost General. Welcome to the stream. Let me, copy this link here. So... Oh, there's Joey. Are you still convincing people, Joey? Joey!
I'm sorry, what?
Are you still talking to the same guy? Jesus Christ.
No, I'm talking to like literally 16 different people. This is what it's like to own a business.
No, it's not.
This is exactly what it's like. I'm fucking talking to Death Ray, Darnell, fucking Soulshot, Janra, fucking Optifine, fucking 2 other goddamn people who are being potential people who program OpenGL, and I'm talking in the fucking 2-minute papers server about ray tracing, and fucking talking in the graphics programming server trying to see if there's anyone in there for OpenGL.
Oh.
Like, yes, this is what it's like to run a business. Welcome.
Why do it now? That's my second question. Why do fun stuff when I can't hang out to see? I don't know. Let's see, oops. Oh, no, not Legacy. R2. So go on, continue with, Mr. Super 04? What? Is that a resource pack, or? You already got Optifine. For 1.14, yeah, I do. For 1.4. Your connection successful. What? Hello? What just happened? What just, I think OBS just died. Hi, welcome back. Okay, sure. Anyway, the way projectors work is you have a pinhole. You have an inverted image, and it goes like this. And now you don't have an inverted image. Now, holy fuck! Let me make it 9. There you go. Okay. So So now you have a re-inverted image. So what's so cool about this is that this is a inverted heart, and then you get a heart on the other side, which is really cool. Nice. Holy crap, that is bright. It's like it's kind of like magic. Physics. Great stuff. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, back to oops. Back to 2.1. Jesus Christ. Okay. 2.1 alpha.
And also, I'm really annoyed because people are arguing with me about things that are important.
Let me create actually empty list. Create if we create normal world we can go to normal world actually. MVTP normal world. Come on. Jesus fucking Christ. I don't think it's going to create anything right now. Oh my god, yes it isn't. Wait, you said about PGA. Okay. Are we gonna make new tutorials? It's giving me a lot of errors. Yeah, we will eventually do more tutorials. Just not now. Please all. Here we go. MVM set equal to 0. Yeah. Green will be false, green will. Does that work? Yes, it does. I should turn you down a little bit. Come on. It is extremely laggy. Holy crap. What's going on? I have problem Continuum 2.0.2, I guess. I'm playing while I get a lot of errors in chat. Update. Update your Optifine if your Optifine isn't updated to the latest version yet, and update Continuum because Continuum currently is actually on version 2.0.4 when it comes to free builds. So you should update to 2.0.4 instead of 2.0.2. However, it also depends on what graphics card you're using. If you're using an integrated graphics card, well, then obviously it's not gonna work. So, yeah. Okay. Let's see. The biggest question is even with AMD cards. Currently, it actually is compatible with AMD cards. I'm pretty sure it actually is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. However, I cannot test right now because currently I am on an NVIDIA card. However, I can obviously buy an AMD card, but currently I do not have the money for that. So. How's your extensive talking going, Joey? Okay. Anyway, let's he's so focused. It's unbelievable. Let's see what we have open so far. Vertex 5, 6, and 7. Everyone just has the best clouds of every game right now. They could be better, honestly. Okay, last question. I would like to make my own shaders. I know that I need to know OpenGL for it. Can you tell me where to learn it? You do not necessarily have to know OpenGL. I mean, you do need to know the shading language. But I think I have a link over here. Is it learn OpenGL? I forgot. Oh, here we go. I think this should help you out. Let me find it here. This link should help you out. Somewhat, I think. It talks a lot about lighting and stuff like that. So I would check that out if you can. Let me save up buffer. You're welcome. I might actually. Should I? Visual Studio Code extensions. I am using currently. Live share and shader language support. Those two. They're great. Love them. Easy. Yeah, no problem. Let's see. Can I somewhat store this in here? No, alright. Do we define weather? We do not. Okay. By the way, why the keyboard in the background so loud, louder than your voice? I don't know, because he's typing really extensively.
Yeah, sorry. I have people telling me that we don't actually need compute and that we just need to make it work without it, but that's literally fucking impossible.
Oh yeah, it's,
we can't get custom geometry without it. We can't get gradients without it. We could literally double to 4x RT's performance with it, bringing it to more platforms, allowing more people to run it at higher frame rates, higher resolutions, and at lower end hardware.
Seth is
there are
Seth is
a
something.
List of things. There's a list of reasons why we need this. Not want this, need this.
Yeah, Seth is telling me he's doing something potentially hella stupid.
Yeah, it's not stupid. The reasoning is very just. It's just extremely complicated. And that complication...
RT is not compatible, right? With what? With AMD? No.
I mean, it should be.
I mean, it should be, but it's currently not.
I mean, it might not be right now. I don't know. I don't really pay attention to that stuff until we get closer to release. AMD's drivers are like the definition of hell, so...
Okay, let's render range separately now. Do I have any? Where can I store the range? Actually, Chili, do you have, by any chance? Actually, if I do this, does it still work? No, it does not. Okay. Oh fuck. I play with PTGI and 1+24 texture back on our it's not fun to play, but it looked good. Clicky boys, yeah. Joey is doing some stuff right now.
Sorry, I'm basically wrapping up though, so the clicks will stop. Though I'm really enjoying playing with RT right now.
Whoa, what the hell is going on here? Why is it doing that? It's... Don't stop, Joey! Why is it doing that? May I ask? Oh, here we go. Okay, that's better. Okay, so we have rain. Sun. Rain doesn't work, but we're gonna make it work because I am a sneaky bastard. I think these are kind of broken. RGBA image format. Here we go. Okay, so what's the image format that I need for this? Can I just use a? All right, bye bye.
Okay.
Let me go to GitHub. Up to find GitHub. Doc. Shaders. Which one can I use? Okay, I need an R8.
You know that TA actually works really well.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like really fucking with it right now, and it looks great all the time.
I'm trying to render rain. What's a good thing over here? What's a good format to render rain in?
It's a good format to render rain in.
Like I mean, two bits is enough, or 1 bit is actually enough to get rain in. Because we
You mean for the rain particles?
yeah, just 1 bit, right?
I mean, technically, yeah. It's just a 0 or a 1 for the rain particle, and then we drive the lighting from the bloom.
Yeah.
And honestly, that looks great.
Yeah, but the problem is, where do I fit that 1 buffer? Or 1 bit. I want to fit that in one thing. But
I don't know. There's a lot of.
Because I mean, I could obviously store it into the I can store it into the met flags, right?
Yes. No.
No?
Maybe. I mean, if you pack it in, yeah.
I'm gonna. If you tinker with bloom setting, would it affect the rain? No. I mean, a little bit. Quality, of course. But like brightness and stuff like that, no. I need to figure out how to encode this stuff in. Actually, I can perfectly store it into the albedo, right? No, I cannot. Never mind.
That's how I'm gonna store the emissivity texture for me though. I'm just gonna multiply it into the albedo. Our albedo is stored in an HDR value right now, so.
Oh. I need to find a way to. How do I do this? I mean, I can just use a separate buffer.
Yeah.
Just a completely separate buffer that is an R2 format.
Just do an R8.
Or R8, whatever.
Or whatever it takes, yeah.
Sure, let's do Cortex 5. 5, R8. Hey. Yeah. Nice knuckle crack.
Thanks. I might go grab a water in a second. Oh boy, there are so many things to do. Who knew running a business was hard? Wild concepts.
Yeah, I figured it out already.
Yeah, you're learning. Now, just wait until you get like 1,000 letters in the mail that you have to keep for like the next year and not lose them. But they keep coming, like constantly. And like very quickly, your filing cabinet will be full of shit and organizing it becomes hell.
Oh yeah.
It also helps whenever you hire in, 5 different states and like 4 countries. And have payroll and yeah. Where's my Bruce boy? It's been days. Hey. What?
Let's see if I can render rain separately. 5. Color equals 3. Texture, color equals 5. Export, R. See. This doesn't work. What is gonna work? Is this even right? No. First error, yeah, indeed. I don't know how it works. It doesn't have to tell me extra. Oh, that's fine. There you go, there's my ring. Okay. an issue. So you have some issues with this. These also were happening to ground. Why did I do it into ground?
Today was Monday.
Hmm?
Today was Monday.
Why?
Today was fucking Monday.
What's up with that?
What do I do every Monday?
Too much.
What do I do every Monday at 12 o'clock?
Smoke?
Where do I go?
I don't know.
I'm a doctor every week on Monday.
What
At
time?
12 o'clock.
What time is it now?
Which
Oh.
was 3 hours ago.
Oh.
Oh boy! Give me 1 second. I don't even know where my fucking phone is. Oh, there it is. Let's see if I got an email. Let's see. I think they called me even and left me a voicemail.
What? How did I even do this? Oh. I think I know what's up. Ah, 2.1 isn't really. I think I know what's up. Yeah. Continuum 2.0 really ugly with depth of field. I can confirm. It's always in focus. I think that was the problem.
Hi. Sorry.
What? This card maybe? Oh my god. There you go. I'm confusing. There you go. What's he going for the hand though? Makes no sense to me. know.
No, actually, can you send me a link to your stream?
It's in the Discord announcement part. Actually, what's your first few touches? Okay, then make sure you go that word outdated. Yeah, continue magic. Come on. Do this. No. Why is the hand like that? Did you find the link, by the way? Anything on Continuum Discord server, but what? I don't get it. Is it def check not on or something, or?
Robo, apparently I'm supposed to be telling you to check your Discord. Importante message. Okay, so...
Oh. Okay. Getting raining is really hard. And I don't know why.
What's up?
I cannot. So apparently, rain is rendering, right? It's affecting my bloom. It's really nice, cool, right?
Okay.
But it's showing through the hand and only the hand. And I don't know
It's
what's
showing through the hand?
Yeah. See?
I can't quite see. Give me 1 second. Oh.
Yeah.
Just don't render rain on the hand deck. We have a hand mask.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do. We have color text 1, 2, and 3.
Maybe-
Compare 2 to 1.
I know, but
I'm sorry. Compare 2 to 0.
I don't know. I'm gonna.
Hand mask. We do it for depth of field too. We have a hand mask for DOF. Gonna go look.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Sorry, oops. But with the normal rain, it didn't do this. We got 2.1 rain, so it should be different.
Well, you packed it in, didn't you?
Yeah, no, I put it in the R channel.
Because with the way that, not in the albedo though, right? You put it into a dedicated buffer, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you don't have the hand updating on top of it because of that. So that buffer is just getting the rain without having any geometry merged on top of it. If you were to put it in one of the same buffers that was getting written over by another piece of geometry, then it would disappear. However, you're not doing that right now, so it's just constantly there.
Well, the same thing goes for 2.1 though, or 2.0.
It doesn't render it into a dedicated buffer in 2.1,
Yes.
does it?
2.0 it does.
It's weird. Just do the check though. Make it go away. Real easy, real quick.
Another problem though is that it's showing really weirdly through the glass.
I would believe that.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out. Only it doesn't work. Actually, yeah. In the meantime though, I can, however, get the clouds
Oh.
going.
2D clouds, whenever they're sped up, like in a time-lapse mode, they look pretty bad.
No, they don't.
They don't look like they're not like going through streams like they would normally because you have them stretched. They're not following that stretch in their movement. So it looks like they're just sweeping the stretches, but it's like keeping that pattern as it sweeps, and it just kind of looks a little off. Like speed up the time super fast.
Oh, right.
Because like in the sky, whenever they're moving really slow, it looks great. But once it moves fast, like that's what I mean, like fast. Make them little bullets flying by. I'm not a crazy huge fan of the way they. Oh, did you change it a little bit?
No.
Huh, that looks a little better than what Hawk showed me. The video that Hawk showed me, it looked really bad.
This looks okay.
Yeah, it looks okay.
Wait, this how good is the latency on the stream?
I don't know, I'm looking at your share screen.
Oh, I'm sharing screen as well.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Fine.
Also, I turned off ground lighting because for some reason I don't like how ground lighting looks. Like
We need to make it less, we need to clamp it to be less severe so you can still see a lot of the shadow detail.
yeah, because you see how like bright the undersides are now, and it doesn't look natural at all. In my opinion, I don't like the style that looks. That's looking bad for me and stuff I've looked into, yeah. I like to turn this off and this on. But this doesn't look too bad. how they transform though. Look.
And is the top layer moving faster than the bottom layer?
Technically it's because they almost look like they're moving the same speed. Actually, no, never mind.
It looks like it's slower, actually.
Yeah. It should.
Can you make it faster?
It should be though, right?
It should be faster.
Why?
Because they're in Jetstream land. That's why they look whipped like that, is because they're in a Jetstream. They're going fast as fuck, boy.
Let me push this. Oh.
Yeah, because if it was going slow, they would get a lot more, like, just accumulated and there's like a big flat bleh in the sky. Just looks,
Yeah.
They look pretty bad.
Let's change that actually. Where is it? Oh, here. Inner class. Okay, so you want it to be faster. So let's do 0.4 instead of 0.2. Is this better? Joey?
Huh?
Is this better?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Maybe like a little step down. Little step down. Like in between the current and where it is now. Like the current cloud speed and where it is.
Like, wait, come on. Thank you. Like this?
Ooh, it's kind of hard to see right now.
Yeah, come on. Wait.
Your bitrate died.
Oh.
Oh, there you go. No, that looks good. That looks good. I can see it now. Oh yeah, that looks so much better. They're just barely faster. That's what I want. Yep, perfect.
Yeah.
I was happy with that.
Shit. I'm just gonna keep that commit, not push.
Yeah, because I don't know. It looks really cool whenever you actually can visibly see the parallax within the cloud layers. It just looks really cool because you have some shadows that are staying, some shadows that are not.
You want to see?
I wonder how, because you could theoretically do top layer cloud shadows on the bottom cloud shadows.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be actually all that difficult to do because you're just doing, because they're planar, they're just one tap, and you would just have to do one lookup kind of in an offset fashion of the FBM to determine how thick. If it's a thick boy or if it's a scrawny boy.
They're now really thick, by the way. I made them extra thick. Look at that. They're really thick now.
A thick boy.
Can make them thicker. Let's make them like 50 thick.
50 thick. Is that a metric of thick?
Yes. Look, that's really thick. 50 thick. Look how thick they are, bro. Joey, look. Do you like this thickness?
Oh, that's a that's a thick boy.
Those are really thick.
Looks good though. Like honestly, for like that allows you to kind of see the way the lighting is working a little better. That looks really good. I agree.
Thick.
That's a thick boy right there.
That's a.
Damn. Let's get TAA toggleable.
Uh-oh. Actually, let me see what RT looks like right now. My ass.
Looks like a piece of ass.
Looks pretty good.
Hey.
It's not a huge. It doesn't bleed like super badly anymore. However, the corners are still messed up though. Oh, I do love high variance areas. I love high variance.
Why is it still? Why are you still jittering? Oh.
Legacy. Current progress of Continuum Legacy, by the way. It's great. It's Continuum Legacy right now. I love it.
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah.
What do you? It looks fabulous.
Yeah. No.
Listen, you don't know what you're talking about, okay? You don't actually know.
Oh no, Crab Killer gonna go crazy. You guys want to see Legacy here, especially for you, Crab Killer. Here's,
Just for you.
just for you. Here's Legacy. This is what we currently have for Legacy. It's not much.
It looks really good.
Listen, it's not much, but don't let the looks deceive you. It's a goddamn powerhouse. Like, you
What?
know what?
What do you mean? It's a powerhouse.
There is this one video of my friend, you know, Jackson, right? So he made a video of him going to DC, and there was this one woman who looked like he had like really old type of clothes, and then she's like, her clothes might be weird, but don't let her looks deceive you. She's a goddamn powerhouse. Yeah.
That's good. Okay, so now if I turn off TAA, my crispy ass motherfucking shadows come back. Oh no, they don't. There's like a little butt still.
Oh.
Why do you have a little butt? What is going on? Why is there variance there? Should have no variance.
Because you didn't separate indirect with direct.
Okay, yeah, like I know, but there should be like a variance weight there that should be like no.
Big doubt.
I think. Oh, okay. So our variance weight is set a little high right now. It's a little high. We'll pull it down to 8. What about? How's that do? Does that make us a bit more? Hey, that's a bit better. That's a bit better. I don't think we can go much lower than that though, because in super high variant environments, it's gonna look like hot dog shit.
Go to go to that one room. The room, you know, no, not that room.
Oh, I know. I just don't know where it is. I just kind of fly around until I find the thing. Yeah, it's right here.
No.
Oh, this is a good room. Trust me.
Oh yeah, this room.
Hey, that actually works. Not bad. That's not bad.
Well, oh.
I mean, yeah, like, look, there's limitations of what is possible.
Limitations.
Like, okay, so no, I do actually have a solution to this though. For the indirect light, because all of that in there is going to be indirect, what we're going to do is, it's a little hard to explain. For indirect light, we're going to be running that through the first 5 passes of ATROS the same way it is now. But at that point, if the variance is still detected extremely high, so like, for example, in here, the variance is always extreme. it is always at a maximum blur radius, no matter what. So if it's still at that max blur radius, we're gonna downscale it for one. So we're gonna but do a manual downscale. So we're gonna gather every 3x3 set of pixels and we're gonna compress it down into an actual third resolution texture.
Joey,
Yes.
I found something.
And then we're gonna blur it 2 more times after that fact.
I found
But yes,
something.
what's up?
I found
What's up?
Look at what I just selected. You guys want to see 2.0 before 2.0? Because I still have it. Hello, welcome to this stream, UD Smile. Hope you enjoy your stay. You see my screen, Joe?
I do see your screen. What's going on?
This is 2.0 before 2.0.
This is 2.0 before 2.0?
This is 2.0 before 2.0. Yeah.
What do you mean?
This is like
General version?
this is before alpha. This is
what 2.1 looked like before alpha,
This is-
or 2.0?
2.0 looked like before alpha.
It
This
doesn't
is
actually look all that bad.
this is the last.
God, our shaders have looked the same for such a long time.
Not really.
Don't get me wrong, it looks different, but that does not look bad by any stretch.
Actually, this is remember the old Sky code, the analytical.
Yeah,
This is the.
it doesn't look.
Oh.
It,
Ugh.
yeah, the sky, it's just so slow in comparison to what we're doing now.
Not really.
Like the actual sky itself is.
Oh yeah, no. No, this is before the physical sky actually.
This is based on verses.
No, this is actually the Jody's.
No?
This is the, yeah, and then we got to this one, which is based on
That's the Bruce.
yeah, and then
Or is that still Jody? That might still be Jody.
This is Bruce. Don't worry. And this is the latest, which is the freaking. Oh my God! Look so much. Jesus Christ.
That line is really bad. We need to figure out a way to make that line look better. I think if we just use the do you remember the function that we're using for ambient light, like, or for the atmosphere or aerial perspective? There we go. That's the one.
Yeah.
We can just apply aerial perspective onto anything on the bottom half, and it should look okay.
We already have aerial perspective though on the bottom half.
I don't think it's working well.
It is because you're literally just.
Oh, then we're just too low down. We just need to move up a little bit. Just move the default height up.
Well, the default height is at 200 meters right now.
That's it?
Yeah.
Put it up at 2,000, whatever.
No, because that will look really bad with the clouds.
Well, we'll put the, okay, so clouds are at typically a constant elevation if the area itself is at a consistent elevation. So clouds are typically, like, don't get me wrong, if you have a mountain, a cloud can most certainly run into a mountain. But that being said, typically clouds are about 1,600 meters up off of the ground, assuming like the generalized area is flat. So you don't actually get closer to the clouds move up with you. So you're just literally moving up within the atmosphere, not in relation to the clouds.
But yeah, 200 above sea level is a lot already.
200 meters above sea level?
For me.
You just went up a hill.
Oh.
Like this. Like, most of my hikes, I'll start at 1,000, and then I'll end up at 3 to 4.
Oh. Sounds cool. 4,000?
Well, 3. 3 typically. On Mount Rainier, you can get fucking crazy.
3,000 meters.
Yeah, well, actually, fucking Mount Rainier is massive, dude.
Bro, listen. 3,000 meters is one of the highest peaks of the Alps. What are you talking about?
Okay, so Mount Rainier is 4,392 meters tall, and it is very close to the coast, meaning pretty much, well, it's not that close to the coast, but it's close enough to where most of that climb is on the actual mountain itself.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Like,
do you actually
the mountain,
climbed that?
Not. I've driven up halfway up and then done the last half until. Okay, so I started halfway up and then I went up to like the 3/4 point because after that it's just ice. There's glaciers. They're literally called glaciers. Yeah. But like, the mountain literally has its own climate.
Nice. Anyway, what we were working on? Rain.
Yeah. Rain,
Yeah.
clouds, stuff like that. That's at least what I think you were working
Yeah,
on.
I was working on that.
I got TA turned off.
And it worked?
Yeah.
Good. Fix,
I mean, it looks like hot dog shit with it off. And it doesn't look all that blurry with
history corners. Fix history corners with TA on.
I don't really notice it though, and that's the weird part. Like, it doesn't look like there's any disocclusions on the edges.
Oh, that's because...
like, because the history was dropping to 0, and if the history drops to 0, that means that it's a disocclusion event. Oh, no, I'm sorry. The history just shouldn't be jittered.
SMH. LP time. Let me just, let me show you something.
Yeah, but we really need to be able to tighten up that depth rejection. Because that's going to be one of the larger factors in reprojection.
Let's make the sun a bit bigger. With a bit, I mean a lot. Because I'm going to show off something that I'm proud of. Actually, I'm not proud of. It's literally copy-paste code, but nah. Who cares? For my paper, at least. Good paper. So, this allows us to do proper sun reflections. Basically, oh, whoa! It's doing a lot of weirdness there. Let's just not water. Let's just not do the water. There you go. There we go. Perfect sun reflection for a sphere. If you're wondering what it looked like before, I can actually show you. Specular lighting. Normal H. Move PDF. This is what it looked like before if you had a sun like that, which is completely not how it should be, actually. So, there is an approximation that fixes all of this, and it gives you a perfect sun. It's great! Joey agrees, it's great.
I do. It's just a little slow.
I mean, it's only being used one time, so it's not that bad. It's not that slow, don't worry. It's only slow when there is, actually, it's analytical, so it's a good thing. Let's turn down the roughness. There you go. Should be able to see it better without bloom, actually. Yeah. Okay. Whoa. There's one. Actually, there's actually one problem with it, Joey. It doesn't. It doesn't quite work. The NL doesn't quite work with this. You know why? Because the NOL or the NLL is designed for a point instead of a sphere.
Oh yeah, you'll need to offset it with the NOH. So you're gonna need to recalculate your view or your normal. Okay, so it's NOH. Your H is changing. So you need to change your light direction. So solve for L out of NOH. So because your half vector is changing, either your view has to change or your light has to change for your half vector to change. Now, obviously, your view isn't changing. The light is changing. So, yeah. So just use that. How did you find
Solve. I don't know how to solve N for NOH though, so or solve L for NOH from
this
NOH.
was 3 months ago.
Because you know, if you have like a really big sun, the NOL should be distributed over the whole disk instead of just a singular point.
Yeah, so basically, as you're iterating over pixels, your light direction is no longer a point, it's it becomes a disk.
Yeah.
But honestly, the N.L won't get much benefit from that.
Well, if the sun is extremely big, then it will, but that's the only point it will.
Even then, not a crazy amount.
Actually, I can show you. Like, go through here, right? You see screeny boy, right?
Yep.
This big of a sun would actually, because you can see there's no reflection here, even though there would be.
That's interesting. Why is that?
Because the NOL is less than.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Here.
Yeah, that would be an interesting one to solve.
That would be an improvement over the original approximation then.
Oh, okay. Something is very wrong here.
But then again, you'd also have to solve it for the diffuse. Oh my god, how would the diffuse GPUs look like if you had that song.
Hey, you wanna see something fun?
Yeah, sure. What is that?
That is the difference between the current linear depth and the previous linear depth, even though both of them are stored as 32-bit values.
Your the jittering is on the.
Oh wait, no, there's a reason why. I totally forgot. There's a reason why we. Huh. There's a reason why they store depth as exponential even in a 32-bit buffer, I think.
Why? It looks like it's just being jittered.
Yeah, but it's literally flickering in the distance. I don't know if you can see the flicker, but it's turning on and off at like a very rapid rate.
Again, I think that's just a jitter.
And then it doesn't even really look like it's... Like, as it reprojects, there's a... I mean, I guess we could probably add the motion.z to this. Like, if we take this out and give it the motion, we can move it up.
I love giant suns, by the way.
Yeah, you do.
Just testing some stuff, seeing if stuff works. This is pretty darker though.
Yeah, this is not right.
Really now, that doesn't look really right.
What is in the previous depth? Like, what is it doing in there? Like...
Alright. See you later, Seth. That's frame rate. But it looks really good. Holy crap. shadowing. What's an issue? So what if we like do a circle here? Interesting. All right, there we go. Oh my god, that fucking timing. You know what happened, Joey? So there was this part of the song. It was like, don't you wanna, and I loaded into a world right next to a village, and right on the beat, the villager just went like, huh. Oh, what the fuck. That was such a perfect timing. I love it. Anyway, back to doing stuff. How's server going?
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Okay. Yeah, it's not de-jittering.
The depth. Welcome to my hellhole that I was trying to fix. Wait, hold up, it still doesn't do that. Oh my god, it still doesn't do that, actually. Put that there. There you go.